What's up, everyone? We are the Kooks, Mr. and Mrs. Kuclo. We're both IFBB Pro champions, Team Allmax athletes, and entrepreneurs doing everything in fitness and doing everything together.
That's right. My wife went to Hong Kong and never mainland China, so this is kind of like our first mainland China experience. We were super excited to see the culture, to meet the people, try out the food, and we've kind of done a little bit of all that so far in this trip.
We have.
Definitely ate some interesting things that we never thought we would eat in our life.
It's crazy.
People here are so nice, not judgmental, and
I love it here.
You know what? Like seeing the history here is amazing.
And we think, the cool thing is we were at the China Fit Expo for 2 days, and I think that fitness is growing not only worldwide, but now it's coming over into China.
Bodybuilding has always kind of been part of what I've done. I think playing sports growing up is really what led me into being so addicted to the lifestyle of bodybuilding.
You're a champion in everything.
Yeah, I played hockey and football and baseball growing up, and then I started in a career, that kind of financed what I wanted to do as a hobby that turned into a lifestyle, bodybuilding. I was a firefighter for 10 years. Firefighter teaches you a lot of discipline, a lot of taking yourself to extremes with sleep deprivation and extreme environments and extreme stressful situations. So learning how to manage that and cultivate that stress into positive things has helped me be a better person and be more calm in a lot of stressful situations.
It's awesome.
But that helps with my wife and I. We have a really great balance in that way. Like there's times she calms me and there's times I calm her. So all this is leading to helping us in our careers. Choices being fitness professionals along with business owners and stuff like that. So again, going back to we get to do it together is the best part.
Steven started with Allmax, and then I think a year later, I came on board because we were kind of together all the time anyway. So he went to an appearance, and I'd show up, and then so we were all there, and people knew of us together, and the bigger, especially in the States, I don't know how it is here, but fit couples is like really big, and people are as fitness is growing, people are realizing that not only they want to be in the gym, but they also need someone to support them, because if they don't, then you have two people that are kind of going opposite directions, because it does take a support, especially on a competitive side. When he's competing, it's because I've been competing and I know exactly how he feels. So he feels bad a lot of times. He's like, well, we can't go out, we can't do this or that. And I'm like, trust me, I get it. Like, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to be tired
my life easier.
And hungry, and I would never, you can't be. As it is, we always call it, it's a selfish sport. It is what it is, because it's you're focusing on yourself. You have to look at yourself. You have to take your meals. You have to weigh yourself every day. How do I look? How do I feel? What am I doing? So when you have someone, you need someone to help support that. If you're not, then you have someone that's nagging you, and you're oh, why are you doing that? Why are you bringing your cooler? Or why can't you go out? And it's just, it creates more stress on you. So to have someone that's already supportive is super helpful. Team. Awesome.
Team awesome.
But we
team
like
Allmax, Team Kooks.
Team everything.
Yeah, I'm a good blend of strength training and volume training. It's kind of my base. I lifted really heavy as a teenager, and the guys I train with are like a lot of kind of power lifters, but also compete in bodybuilding. So it kind of gave me a really good base to work with, and I like lifting heavy weights. But as you kind of lift it year after year,
yes.
Your body can only take so much, so you kind of have to adapt your training to lifting smarter, not necessarily harder in ways. And so I've kind of adopted the volume training, which is, it backs down the weight a little bit. It's still heavy, but it pushes, it helps really volumize your muscle. You get that pump, and when you do that, I saw a lot more accelerated muscle gains than just strength. I'm still strong, but I don't train for just strength. I mean, there's a lot of super strong guys out there that aren't that big, and being a visual aesthetic sport that we're in, it's not about necessarily how much you lift,
right?
And it's about more how your body looks. So I train to improve the way I look, not necessarily I train to, deadlift 800 pounds.
Exactly.
And bench press, 600 pounds. Like I could probably train to do that, and but it doesn't necessarily going to translate to muscle on stage.
My training theory is actually, I'm actually a believer in lifting heavy weights. I kind of started that years and years ago. If you want to ask me what my foundation is, it's been on heavy lifting. I started training, like a bodybuilder with a 5-day split, and arms did have 1 day, and chest and shoulders and back and legs, and obviously training for so many years, it's been about switching it up. So that would be my other theory, is switching things up to keep your body guessing. So my foundation has been on heavy weights, which is why I'm kind of an advocate for preaching that to women, because a lot of times they don't think that heavy, you'll look like him. You won't look like him. That's the thing. It's like you can't.
Go for it, baby.
I actually recommend more a lifestyle, and I think it just depends on your personal goals. I think it depends on what your body can physically accomplish, and then it depends on what you want to do if with fitness, if it's a career or not. I think one of the things that allows us to train the way we do and put the time into it is because it is a job to us. So one of the things that I also tell people is when they come and say, oh, they get very intimidated, I say, look, don't think you have to train like us. Don't think that you have to train 5 days, 6 days, or like a competitor. You have to train what works with your lifestyle.
At whatever level you're at, there's so many resources out there, especially like the Friends from Change. You guys are amazing that you put out great content and educate yourself on nutrition, educate yourself on training. Doing those things will really help you meet your goals. And not only if you look better, you're going to feel better. So I encourage you to, get on a good nutrition, a good diet plan. If you're not familiar with training, get with a good trainer in a local gym. Get your good supplements, and the combination of all those is really what's going to help you meet your goals. And fitness is a lifestyle. It means it's something that's done over long periods of time, and that's when you see changes. It doesn't happen overnight, but don't be discouraged, and stay focused on what you really want to do and accomplish, and the sky's the limit.
So I think the things I would say to women is, again, now that fitness is getting more popular, it's becoming more acceptable to weight train and have muscle on your body. But again, it's just a really still misconception that if you do lift weights, you're going to look manly, you're going to be bulky. I've been training now 20 years, literally, and I've tried to get big, and it just won't happen. I mean, it won't. So it's really important, though, in order to change the shape of your body, that you do want to lift heavy weights. A lot of times, you're in the gym, and I see a lot of women, and they're afraid of lifting heavy for whatever reason, getting big or bulky or whatever that is, and that's just, it can't happen. And the more you do build muscle, it's just going to it's going to change the shape of your body. For women, it will give curvy shape. And a lot of women really desire an hourglass figure. So that will help add nice curves and shape to your body. But also, the more muscle you have on you, the more it will increase your metabolism, which means that even when you're resting, when you're riding in a car, when you're sitting at your desk job, if you have one, you're still burning more calories than if you wouldn't have the muscle on you. So that's going to make your body more metabolically active and allow you to get away with maybe having a little more extra food. It's also going to, strengthen your bones for when you get older, and I think just a feeling of strength for women is more empowering. I think, especially with it being, women being the whole women empowerment movement, and boss lady is kind of happening. There's just something about lifting weights that will make you just feel strong and like you can take care of yourself and independent, and a lot of women are looking for that. So again, it's years of lifting. That's why it's a lifestyle. If it works for you, it's 3 days. If it works for you, it's 4 days. If you want to do weights, and then you have a combination of weights and cardio, but don't just get on there and come into the gym and think, I'm just going to do cardio, because what's going to happen is you're not going to change the shape of your body. You're going to be a smaller version of the shape you are now. So if you're soft, lift, or if you feel like you have extra, body fat on you, by doing just cardio, you might just be a shrunken down version of that body. But if you actually want to change the shape of your body, you have to go in there and lift the weights. You got to do it.
Perfect.
You like that? Motivated? I'm motivated. I'm going to go train. I'm watching that lady over there. Come on, lady. I'm coming with you. So for more videos of Mr. and Mrs. Kuclo and Allmax,
Stay tuned to Change App.
that's right.